Hi there, welcome back to another video, or if this is the first video of mine that you're watching. Hi, my name is Aiko, I am a full-time illustrator, and on my social medias I try to share my journey and what I've learned so far. My goal for this video is an intimidating one. I want to try to finish my sketchbook as soon as possible. I don't have that many pages left, but these last few pages have been collecting dust for several weeks now, and I really want to get it done so I can move on to a new one. So yeah, anyway, let's stop yapping and just get this thing done. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I really believe that, but I'm gonna do this. I thought it would be fun to start this journey with a little art date. My friends Marlene and I decided to meet up in Utrecht, grab some lunch together and draw in our sketchbooks. We did most of our drawing in this little cafe located within the library. If you find drawing in public intimidating, I would highly recommend you try doing it alongside a friend. I personally have gotten used to drawing in public over the years, but I can still remember finding it very scary the first few times I did it. Though I also feel like the more you do it, the more you realize people are doing their own thing and aren't paying as much attention to you as you might think. Sometimes someone will come up to you and give you a compliment, but more often than not, people are too shy to even do this, so they leave you to do your own thing.
Filmpjes in het kastje.
Oh, volgens mij heb ik die nooit gezien.
Oh, die is ook wel heel leuk hoor.
Ja.
En kijk, in het Nederlands heeft hij gewoon... Volgens mij heb ik op een gegeven moment ook foto's van mezelf gemaakt die Tim heeft gedaan. Dus even kijken. Zo. Nou, nee, jouw potlood aan het stelen de hele tijd.
So it's been a few days since the meetup in Utrecht, and I would like to show you what I drew. To loosen up, I wanted to try to draw Marlene, and it really reminded me on how difficult it is to draw from life, especially using a human subject that of course moves around. But I'm still really proud of how the sketch turned out. I also made a 1-minute sketch of her. I also made another sketch. This one was based off of a picture that I took. She was sitting in a really funny position and I wanted to exaggerate it a little bit. And that one was a lot easier to draw because it of course sat perfectly still. But yeah, I would still really recommend you try live drawing, even if you find it difficult. It'll really sharpen your skills. And after that, this was another day. I had to wait for a different appointment. I was just drawing what came up in my mind using a regular ballpoint pen. Yeah, that's all I drew these past few days. I have about 12 pages left, so yeah, let's get on with it. Late 2025, I decided to set up a drawing club in my local area. About once a month, we try to meet up and go out to draw together. During the colder months, we meet up in cafes to sketch there and grab some lunch or breakfast together. And once it gets warm enough outside, our meetups move outside and we usually draw plein air. Over the time, our group has gotten a few regulars and some people that show up every once in a while. After I graduated, I moved back in with my parents. And a lot of the art friends I made during school live quite far away from where I live now. So that meant that I very quickly got a craving for an art community near me. And that's when I decided to set up my own. Ik hoop dat het me lukt, anders is het kut. Oké, maar dan praten we. niet meer. Ik sta ook ineens zo'n side-eye. Ja, ja. Ja. Je hebt geluk met de helft van je haar onder je gezicht, dus ik heb niet zo heel veel gezien. This was the first day of the year where it was warm enough to sit and draw outside without a coat on. The sun was shining bright and there were no clouds to be seen in the sky. After the difficult winter, seeing the bright colors and feeling the warmth of the sun felt like such a relief. I immediately wanted to take advantage of it, so my mom and I set up our garden table set so we could both sit outside. The lovely weather also became part of my inspiration for my sketchbook that day. Over the years, when I've gotten older, I've started to notice more and more how much the weather has an impact on me. During the autumn and winter months, my productivity and overall mood slowly gets worse and worse. I try to remind myself that this is normal, that all creatures on this earth feel the effects of winter. So it really doesn't help that we pretend as humans don't get impacted by it. I was talking with a few friends of mine about this and they mentioned the recurring feeling of, oh, it wasn't that bad this year, right? Until you see the first rays of sunshine and you're bawling your eyes out. Yeah, no, well, all jokes aside, I'm incredibly excited for the warmer months and I'm already looking forward to all the art that I'll be making and the books that I'll be reading in the sun. Before we move on, I quickly want to show you some of the previous 3 pages that I drew. In my opinion, these aren't the most interesting, but I want to show you them nonetheless. These are mostly experiments with color and materials, and I didn't really have a clear picture in my mind of what I wanted to draw for these, so yeah, I would say these mostly are just doodles. Here you can see me drawing the environment that I'm in. I was staying over at a friend's house after a murder dinner party we had the previous night, and I decided to draw a bit in my sketchbook while I waited for my friend to wake up. Later that day I had another art date planned, so I didn't film too much this morning, as I wanted to have enough phone battery for my ride home. But yeah, here are some snapshots of that day. Hi there, it's been a few days and sketchbook still not done, but we're almost there. I have only about 3 pages left. I just went to Maastricht and I bought a bunch of books, one of which was this one, and it's filled with a bunch of illustrations of different ornaments and such. And I thought it would be fun to pick out a few of these illustrations and fill my sketchbook with them. Yeah, my goal now is to actually fill it up, not necessarily trying to make the most beautiful or detailed pages, but I really just want to be done with this thing. I've been trying to fill it up for months at this point, so let's start. It's getting a little cold outside. The sun is about to go behind the houses, so it's time for me to go. I'm still not done with the sketchbook. I am quite far though. I made this page analyzing some different kinds of tiles from different eras from the book that I bought. And the other one is inspired by a picture I took a few years back when I went to Japan. On this page somewhere, on this page, I also drew that or used that reference photo that I took. And ever since I saw it, it has been in my head with the idea of maybe drawing a person within that tree. So I wanted to explore that idea and draw something with fine liner. I have a huge project coming up where I'll have to be using fine liner a lot, so I thought this would be a good way to practice. I do want to continue this drawing. I really like where it's going. When I said I wanted to get this done quickly, I lied apparently. And then there's the last page. We'll see what we'll be doing on that one. I won't be doing that today. So yeah, I'll see you in a few days. Time skip, don't know till when. We are jumping right into drawing the very last page of my sketchbook. I had a bit of trouble starting this one. The pressure of the blank page really got to me for some reason. Something I usually don't struggle with at all. I think it had to do with having worked in this sketchbook for such a long time and wanting to close it with a bang, maybe? In general, I noticed that part of me was having trouble actually wanting to finish the sketchbook. It felt like closing a chapter within my life, and I didn't know if I was ready to do that just yet, so I kept procrastinating on finishing it. This sketchbook holds the drawings I made during the start of my illustration career. I designed some of the first products I put up in my shop. I thumbnailed 2 picture books in here, one of which is published and one I'm still currently working on. I tried new mediums for the first time in here that I now work with on a regular basis and have some of the first drawings in here that I made during my art club. So it holds a lot of special memories for me. In the end, I ended up wanting to draw something very low stakes. I just made a bunch of colorful blobs that I would then turn into fun little illustrations. A fun exercise to get your imagination going. Fun is a key word here. I had a lot of fun doing this. I felt like I channeled my inner child while I was drawing this and just coming up with really random, silly things. Some of the drawings I made I can't explain to you as I myself don't know what they're meant to be either. And honestly, yeah, I love that. Okay. I can't believe we're done. Wow. Here's the last page. Really fun. I had a great time. I genuinely felt like a kid just exploring creativity in a really weird way. Some of them make no sense at all, while others turned out really nice and I'm really happy with them. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this sketchbook turned out. Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Anyway, thank you so much for following this journey with me, and seeing me finish my sketchbook. I will be filming a sketchbook tour of this one, of course, and I'll be linking it somewhere on screen once that's done. I hope you had a great time watching, and if you're curious to see any previous sketchbook tours of mine, one of them will be linked up on screen right here. And if you'd like to see me try out some new art supplies, that video will be up here. If you like this video, feel free to like it, maybe even subscribe. And once again, thank you so much and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.